So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We are going to be getting into the global TikTokers versus Team MMK in just a bit. A draft is going underway. Seems like they're also talking about a lot of things, but basically, just saying it already. NPC Civil War gonna be into this one. A lot of dance video stuff. Who's gonna be making a TikTok? Who is gonna be looking to just shame themselves on stream? That kind of thing. And hey, you got people hopping on in right now into the stream. Please share it to everyone else that we are still back. And we still got one more game to decide our seeding. But first things first though, here we go with our results so far. It is Team Memes on that first seed, secured already with their map differential. And it's going to be the battle for second place basically. Whoever wins this is going to avoid Team Memes till the grand finals. So this is going to be a really big chance for that team to secure their way to that slot. Tomorrow, guys, we will do a single division bracket. It's gonna be this first seed versus the fourth, second seed versus the third, and then we will do a third place match to see who's gonna get third place, who's gonna get fourth place, and the grand finals that is best of three. And we are all doing this at a point where we are all rushing. We are looking to finish everything before the closed beta closes, and that will close tomorrow. And this is the point of the whole tournament. It's just something to do for fun. It's just something to bring the community back together, to show who's who, that kind of thing. And hey, it has been really interesting to say the least. So far though, we've gotten these scores so far. A very close 12-13 game going in favor of global TikTokers to start things off. 10-13 there in favor of MMK off stream. In the meantime, for MMK and EXC instead, EXC finally getting the win that they needed, as there was a failed plant and a half there on split from MMK. And then Team Memes waking on up, deciding, hey, this is how we play this game. This is how we can dominate. 13-2 versus global TikTokers moves on to the stream and shows off with a 13-4. And now we are going to be looking to get into our next game in just a bit. Seems like our players are just busy highlighting one thing and another. They're just going to be like, hey, look at that. If you press act, it's going to go green. It's going to be really interesting, to say the least. But so far we have seen Bind twice on stream and split once. Will we get Haven this time? Will we actually get Haven as the map of choice? That's gonna be the real question here. So it's a lot clearer right now. We are on clear skies, and it's a bright new sunshine day coming in very soon. This is gonna be our last game, guys, and tomorrow we will start at the same time at 5 p.m. which is gonna be the first round of action, and that will probably be the first to the number 1 versus number 4 seed facing off against one another. In the meantime, well, it's gonna be really fun to see a 10,000 as a prize pool up for grabs. All places are gonna get some money, that's for sure. It's pretty obvious who gets the most. That's gonna be first place. But just a big little thank you to all of these guys, not only toughing it out on NA, but giving their time, sending off the closed beta with a bang. And hey, it's gonna be really interesting, to say the least. I have one TikTok on the vid on the line. Noctile versus Viminal. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. I was talking about it. So it's confirmed. I was spitballing, but now confirmed. Let's go. So whoever wins this not only gets second slot, the second seed, but also the winner will make the one member of the other side make a TikTok. So, we are gonna get Haven. I love it. So we are actually gonna get Haven. This is the first time we're gonna see it on stream. If Team Global TikTokers wins, not only do MMK fall down to either the third or fourth slot seed, Noctile also have to make a TikTok account. And in the meantime, for side of MMK, if they win it, they get that second slot, that second seed. And that is basically Viminal gonna be making his own TikTok. So a lot of things on the line, guys. We have our prize pool, we have TikTok, we got a lot of things. We got a lot of things going on. And it seems like we are finally gonna be getting into the action. The Civil War gonna be in to play. Haven will be a 3-point map. We'll be seeing potentially the double intel comp on both sides. I wouldn't be surprised at all to have some really big duels between some Sovas and some Cyphers. But hey, hopefully, we got no ping issues, we got no weather issues. It's a clear Dark Knight already outside. Finally, everything is going our way. And it is time to get into the action. We got Haven as our map. We are confirming our sides, Mr. Bimelal. Just making sure that he's either going to be on that defense or the attack. But here for the defense, potentially, of the global TikTokers, we got Bimelal, Juckfode, Lorenzo, Blooming, and the Prodigy. In the meantime, on the other side, it's Dodges, Knockdown, Foods, Fastnate, and Billy. Real question is, can Billy get redemption after everything that went on? Forgot to plant that spike early on, losing split out for his team. But hey, the fight is not over yet, and we are going to be getting into the action very, very soon. So confirmed sides, Bimelal and Co. Gonna be defending. Here for the attack of MMK will be on the attack. They're on the offensive side first and foremost. And Noctile, he's like a little AFK getting ready to make his TikTok account. Or perhaps, oh, there you go, waiting for Blooming also. Who's gonna be making who? Who's gonna be dancing on TikTok? And it will be prime content that we will show on stream tomorrow. That's the real question there. Anyway, now, it's time for our last match, ladies and gents. It's time to get into our last game. And again, the stakes are pretty high. Whoever wins this will be able to get that second seed and just avoid facing off against memes on the first round. Whoever loses, well, it's either the third or fourth slot, depending on their map differential. We are on Haven. We are going to be getting on into the action. And hey, what kind of compositions are you guys expecting from this map? I'm really thinking that double intel is going to be the way to go. Cypher and Sova. One can solo hold. One can get the intel on the other side. And it makes a key difference, to say the least. Just know where to rotate, where to go on a 3-point map. Really buys and saves you some time, to be honest. Allows your rotates to be a lot cleaner, a lot crisper, and a lot more potent, to say the least. Now it is just all about looking what agents are gonna get picked. We got some MMK chants in the chat. We also got some global TikTokers waiting on with their phones above. But hey, it's time to get into our last bout. So far, our results, 13-12 for TikTokers versus EXC, 13-10 for MMK versus Memes, and then EXC taking care of MMK 13-12, Memes now with Global taking down the global TikTokers 13-2, then we saw Memes just beat back EXC 13-4, securing that first slot, securing that first seed, and time running out. Who hasn't picked yet? A lot of decisions right now being made by both of our teams. TikTok goes the clock. And now it is time to get into the action. Hopefully everything goes properly. Everything is a-okay. But hey, it is truly time to get into the action. Haven is our map. It's our battleground. Less tranquila, more gunplay. But let's get into the game. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our last match of the night, the last match in our group stage. Winner here will get that second slot, that second seed, that second spot in our 4-team brackets. In the meantime, loser, a lot of things on the line. TikTok, third or fourth seed, we'll see how this is gonna unfold. Introducing first, on the defense, you got the side of global TikTokers, and they are going to be running that Sova here for the real Prodigy. That's a big matchup, honestly. Going to be looking to face off against... Oh, that's so different, actually, on the side of MMK. We'll talk about that real quick. Juckfo actually go for the raise. It's double duelist right here, right now. So instead of getting recon, they are going to be looking for some entry frags to just thin the lines on the other side. So honestly, this means for global TikTokers, they're going to be a little less strong on the defense per se in terms of staying power, but at the very least, frags are going to be a very important component, to say the least. Frenzy right now, going to go for the shots. Here comes the push on in. Paint Shells though will get one, and that's going to be two as Noctile will get caught out on the open, and Noctile even taking care of Fascinate, a team kill there. Beautiful. Beautiful destruction there from the Rays. Dodges right now, dropping the wall to put the spike. I don't think that's worth it because that's 400, but never mind though. Juckfo again with the Paint Shells. He's a Grenadier and a half. But at the very least, the Sage of the attacking side getting a kill on back because that Sage wall, pretty expensive to say the least. But hey, investment gets 200 more for the team. Not too much of a difference there on the econ, but basically this is now the defense having the advantage. Global TikTokers one ahead at the very start. And we have seen this before, that they are pretty hot when they come out of the gates. So we are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally into our game. We are going to see what is going to be unfolding into this one, as it's now Juckfo, but the double doors onto the window. Really, this raise, undeniably so potent there. But Fascinate is already aiming up in the sky. So we do have the time to talk about the composition here for Team MMK as they sacrifice their lives to the Molotov gods. So with dodges on the stage, this is so different. I really don't expect this here on a map like this, especially on Haven, where they feel like intel is just so important. And the fact of the matter is Fascinate just executes everyone on the spot. They will only have foods on that cipher. So instead, they put Billy on the breach, and they feel like they do want to play a little more of that CC, which is very interesting. Noctile is going to stay on that duelist, though. Again, he is really heavy leaning into those entry frags. Foods plays that cipher Fascinate on the Brimstone. But an interesting conundrum here for Team MMK. They drop the Sova to go for the Sage. Dodge is going to be playing a lot safer to begin with. But you know, any NPC fans in the chat gonna be looking at who can actually shoot who can force the other team, the other side, to do something embarrassing. And we'll see if the joke is on there or them. But something to note, because of the sacrifice with the Molotov round, it is basically better guns here for Team MMK. But the real Prodigy decides to go for the peak, gets the takedown, but doesn't turn around to face off against Food, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. In the meantime, though, here comes the push yet again. Fascinate and Dodge is going for the firing squad. Foods will get that takedown out in front, getting the headshot onto Lorenzo. And beautiful spokes onto Heaven, onto the CT side, really protecting their lines. Here on A, as soon as the offense gets in position, it's so hard to retake. And we'll see if Blooming, as well as Juckful, can actually do anything about it. He has been the Grenadier, but right now he needs to be the Rifleman instead. Beautiful peek there. Doesn't really lead to a kill though. And Blooming onto the high ground, Marshall in hand. Looking for a target or two, maybe a headshot to make a difference. There we go though, with the vandal shots. And Billy will be able to get that takedown. Juckful running on away. It's going to be 4 men onto A side. And Team MMK getting one back. The flow, the tide, pretty normal here. 2-1 gonna be our scoreline. But the real question is, what kind of guns are we gonna get for round number 4? Because that's when it's truly gonna matter for these two teams. Juckfo though, oh, Fascinate just staying a little too long. And can Juckfo get the peek on? Gets the shot on the Dodge. He's Billy with the trade. And hey, you know, that's actually a lot more painful for Dodge this, because he doesn't have enough money to actually buy a rifle to begin with. So 2-1 our scoreline, good start there. Eventually coming on back for Team MMK. But they kind of lose a few things that they need to. Especially for Dodge this, especially for Fascinate. Kind of hurts them in the long run in terms of the economy. Anyway though, it's still Juckfo in the lead of those kills. And he's just going to go for the page kills into the peak. What a play there from Juckfo. Aggression is his name, and Juckfo is his game. You can say that should be the other way, but no. That's how it is sometimes. Double door is going to be the play. And the real Prodigy, A-Long, is the way to stay on with the operator. Beautiful angle, to say the least. Make it true as well. Meantime, Vimalo right now. Gonna be hanging on back to the other head side. And there comes Juckfo right now, looking to unleash the beast yet again. Anyway though, only one left Dodge this. Seems like the attack just getting cycled in so many ways. And global TikTokers taking it to a whole new tempo. Quicker round, a lot better. More ROI, more people glued to their seats. And a quick round there, effectively done by Juckfo and the rest of the crew. Operator right now exposed on the real Prodigy, so Team MMK should be adjusting the strategy accordingly. That 8-side Sova. And then be basically protecting that line, that long corridor, the banana if you will, from the CS background. But hey, on to this other angle. We are gonna see more of a economic push here from Team MMK. They are gonna have basically 1 SMG, 4 pistols, one of them gonna be the Sheriff there. And Juckfo will be caught out in the open, and with the concuss, that is gonna be easy for execution there for Billy. Gets the Vandal right now, perfect execution here from Team MMK. They get a little lucky, honestly, with the push there from the Raze, and he didn't respond in time. And by this point in time, Spike now planted, Blooming holding on to the corner, waiting for the rest of the crew to come on back. A pretty tick concave though. Only coming from one side might hurt them in the long run. That's gonna be a trade there. Billy and Vimalo getting on the board as well. Dodge in the meantime hiding behind that wall. I think though Billy was the one with the rifle, so they do have to play it as close as can be. Can Vimalo get anything done in CQC? Tries to go for a spray or two. Blaze now gonna be gone from the game. Real Prodigy does get the tag on back, but Noctile with the headshot to connect. Gets a wall bang as well. Lorenzo with the counter kill. Here comes Real Prodigy. Dodge this. Messing on up. Doesn't get anything there. And that is going to be time for the defuse. They will make it. Effectively done here by the defense. Compared to the A side, C is a lot easier to retake, easier side plans, potential flank all the way from long. And that is going to be a victory for them again. 4-1 our scoreline right now. And you can really see who has the advantage here. Global TikTokers looking to come up ahead and looking to run away with things. So a good start for Global TikTokers. They lose one, but they do get 4 in response. And a pretty good post-plant there, retaking in such a good way. But not too bad, not too shabby truly for Team MMK. That was an econ round. And honestly, Juckfo playing a little too much with fire, and he got burnt by it so heavily. Gotta call Fire Brigade for that guy, but here comes the smoke already dropping on down. Meantime, Viminal looking to get in position. Roaming on round, will be playing on the outside. So, I like how Global TikTokers is basically playing a different kind of game every single round. They're not playing the same kind of tricks, that's not playing the same kind of antics. And this truly puts MMK on their toes, to say the least. Fascinato in the middle again. Here comes the rotation already. And Real Prodigy holding on to the corner yet again. Still on the other side. Food's now holding the line. Might be time to go for the push here and there. Viminal gonna get on the board, looking to get on through to the other angle. In the meantime, it's still gonna be the Brimstone right now, looking for a target or two. And hey, Fascinates pushing on forward already. Viminal in the meantime, still playing it slow and steady. And patience is a waiting man's game. Here comes the Rolling Thunder though, gonna be into play. Noctowl though with the tag on the one already. And here comes the Blaze in hand. Hunter's Fury though in response. Real Prodigy from the diagonal. And he's really trying to make it through to the other side. Juckfo and Noctowl though trades a board. And now it's time to get the plant on. Orbital Strike into play. Lorenzo and Fascinates getting on the board there. But Real Prodigy right now, the only one left on this defense. And he's trying to take the long angle, to say the least. Can he clutch it out and move on to the point and just get frag after frag? That's the real question here. This operator might be a smoking gun very soon. As here comes the push already. The Brimstone hiding on to be back. And here comes more and more of this trouble. The Real Prodigy right now moving over to the right hand side, and he's just gonna stick it. Can anyone notice that this is coming? This gonna be the Brimstone getting there in time. Goes for run on by, so close there. But the operator basically gets sacrificed. I feel like the Real Prodigy should have just threw the operator away just in case he wanted to go for that play. Very ambitious, could have worked either way. But now it's time to give the sniper to another guy. So here we go, let it again. Let's dodge this with the operator. He might be feeling it. He's been having a few issues here and there with that latency. But it's now time to see how everything is gonna unfold. In the meantime though, Billy on this breach. They're looking for value with the concuss. And for now, Fascinates gonna be bringing up the front alongside Dodge. Is it operator versus operator? Not gonna happen. Lorenzo backing on that because it is gonna be the Sova instead. Looking to play that window, anticipating a sniper duel on the B. Doesn't happen. It's a A push right now for Team MMK. They got success earlier on in this push. They found their footing and hid onto the sides to be effective. But the Molly slowing things down. And already Team MMK disengaging from this point. They don't want to push a little too far in, especially if they're going to take their sweet time about it. Rotation is already there. And speaking of the rotate, it's Juckfo holding the C long angle. Very ambitious right now from the Rays. Honestly, if you can go for a showstopper, might be a big game changer here. But by this point in time, Dodge is disconnecting, already basically messing up our keybinds yet again. And he's back into the field of battle. And we will see if Fascinate can move on around one more time. He decides to go through the double doors perhaps. Dodge is still on the stage still. And Billy, the first kill, actually catching out the Rays to begin with. And in the meantime, B might be another duel. BO flash though, and Lorenzo gonna get pushed by Noctowl. Quick execution here by Team MMK. Viminal gonna be having to look on the round. Here comes trouble though, here comes the smoke, and here comes the shot. Fascinate now will go down to the hand of Real Prodigy. BO the shot with the operator. Billy though with the trade already, and another shot here from the op. Wallbang gonna be there. Here comes the stage of the other side. Can Dodge this? Get the angle? That's the real question. Defuse getting fake. And then we'll look the whole line, but Woods will get that takedown. And the attackers take that victory. Well deserved. They get those initial picks. They push on forward with no time in the back remaining. And they execute really well on that C side. So kudos to Team MMK. They are just able to get so much value there with that push. And overall, operators in hand right now between Billy and Dodge this here on Haven. Pretty effective, honestly. Gonna be looking to hold those angles, gonna be looking to go for each shot every single time. Anyway, though, on the other side is going to be Lorenzo on the Sheriff. So a little bit of the econ right now for the defense. They kind of invested a lot on that last round, and now they do want to sync up in a way that they will all have guns to start things off. So this time, though, a little bit of the EXE game. It's the Bucky here for the Real Prodigy. People have been saying that the Bucky has been a low-key sleeper pick besides the Stinger, of course, and it can really get some value, but Noctal a little too far off from kill range. The armor as well, helping him out to stay alive. And now the hot hands, topping himself up to full. That fire grenade, really effective for both the utility as well as the damage. Zoning tool, going for the heals, makes a big difference along the way. Anyway, though, no push from the A site. Lorenzo hanging on back by CT instead. They want to play it safe, they want to play it sound, and they just want to make sure that everything is going to be A-okay on this D. Still though, no rotation onto A. They should anticipate it already. Everything is coming that way and more. It's all about those abilities right now, getting thrown molly to get the zone on. The spike now planted here by Team MMK. In position, corners are being taken. Team MMK making sure that that is going to be Foods holding the closer angle, and the camera work is in to play right here, right now. In the meantime though, slow orb up on top. No push whatsoever from Heaven. So I like that antics here for Team Global TikTokers instead. They are going to be looking for exit frags. They know they don't really have a chance to get these kills in the first place. And Team MMK, they are literally sitting on a ticking time bomb. So they have to get out, and they should get out in one similar manner. Foods though, looking to go for the push. Trying to go for the bait with the shots. But Chuckful is already waiting for anyone to show on up, and here we go with the kill on the knockdown. Bane Shell is going to be into play as well. Fascinate now with the thread, and Blooming caught out in the bomb. Fascinate though gets the tracking on. There's no way for you to get a satchel charge there unless you hit your head on the doorstop. And that is now 4-4, all tied up into this game. Effective work by Team MMK there. A side is their city, and they understand that it's A and C that they really have success in to this map. 3 points, 3 choices. Can get rid of one spot if it doesn't really work out. That's the B for them there. But in the meantime now, it's finally time to get the operator fight by the window. In the middle of the map, here we go with the shot. Fascinate immediately getting taken down by the sniper rifle there. In response though, it's Dodge this, getting the angle, and we'll get the takedown. Battle for the supremacy in the operator. We were expecting a battle of the Sovas, but this works too. So Dodge this though, opening on mid. Oh my god, both Sages resurrecting their snipers in a way. It's a sniper resurrecting. Fascinate there apparently is on the rifle. In the meantime, Real Prodigy brought back to life, looking to brawl again onto the B side. So both Sages there doing the same old thing, making it 5v5 yet again. Fernando Vimila hanging on back. Here comes the showstopper, won't be enough. It's ultimates now being thrown by every single member here from the defending side. Real Prodigy will get to. In the meantime, Fascinate did go for the orbital strike as well, making a zoning space to allow them to go for the push. And Real Prodigy right now with 4 kills on the board will get hit by the Rolling Thunder though. In behind is Blooming getting shot yet again. And Billy right now looking for the frag, looking for the target, and looking to prevent the ace from happening. But op versus op yet again. It seems like the duel not really about the spike anymore. And as Dodge catches out Blooming, it really will be just this duel yet again. Now looking on the round, Spike still ticking on down, and Dodge just get the shutdown again onto the Sova. Looks for the pixel, that's the ace there for the Real Prodigy, and he might be able to get the defuse right here, right now. Billy so far away, and again a very questionable decision here from this player, and that is the defuse, clutching it out, getting the ace, and getting the 6k! The Real Prodigy will clean everyone up on the side of Team MMK. Team MMK facing the fury that is the Real Prodigy. And this guy, school's out, and he is just looking so hot to begin with. Anyway though, go again, operator now. gonna be in hand still for the Real Prodigy. A 6K. When do you see that, guys? You don't. That is absolutely huge here from our Sova player. And right now, the double door might be the background yet again earlier on. Oh, it's Shuffle. Hopping on top of the door, but it will drop down. Doesn't want to get pushed with the concussive in effect. In the meantime, Viminal holding the line onto B. The Sage very effective at really slowing takedowns at the most direct approach here on Haven. And we go duel on the other side. Gloomy right now going from peaks here and there. They're trying to see what the advantage can be. Billy though with the first frag on the board. Takes care of the duck foe. Fasting in the meantime getting attack as well. And it seems like everything is just unfolding off the site. But Blooming is holding this angle. Sees so many things in front of him. And well, there you go with the spike being planted. Sees the hat of the Cypher. Dodges though, moving on forward. And we'll be able to get that takedown. Now the Real Prodigy still has his operator in hand. Got the 6K earlier on. And the real question is, will it be enough? Looking to slice down this trap. Goodbye to the tripwire. Hello to the progress. And Real Prodigy missing the shot. We'll be backing on out. Here comes the Brimstone though of Fascinate. Looking to get a push on. Is it going to be advantage here for MMK for sure? And that is even going to be a headshot there. Clean up. My name is Fascinate. 5-5 our scoreline. Gets an operator as well. Leaves it instead. Doesn't really care about it. And still, such an even game from both of our sides. Team MMK led by Dodge this. Accompanied by Noctag. Accompanied by Foods. On the other side, well, Viminal and the rest of the crew. Really goes to show who is on what line. If this is basically the Civil War, who is Captain America and who is Iron Man here. But for the time being, we still continue on. The defense right now, looking to potentially play the Econ yet again. Kinda hurt them in the last round. They want to make sure they will have a good round for the last part of the half. And with the Orbital Strike into play, that can be a good game changer. But Real Prodigy already with the first frag there. Here comes Noctile with the push. Has the spike in hand as well, and he will be able to get rid of Juckful along the way. Now moving on around to the right hand side, gets the peek, goodbye to Viminal as well, gets the headshot on. Rotation though in order for Blooming. Will get caught by a tripwire. And it is just such an effective use there from the Cypher, really just getting the information that they need. Now it's time for Foods to go for the peek, sees the Phoenix there, goes for the spray, missing wildly unfortunately. And here comes the curveball as well. Beautiful headshot though, still to connect. And now it is the Real Prodigy all alone. He has the Phantom, and I believe he might have enough to actually go for a buy. Yes, he does. So 2,600 there added up. Billy gonna get the headshot there, and a sacrificial lamb, a sacrificial lion, and a sacrificial round there for global TikTokers because they need that economy now. They are gonna go for the duel against the money-loaded Team MMK. Like the big issue there is if Team MMK did win that round and the other side bought, that would have hurt their economy so heavily because even if they bought lost their guns and then Team MMK lost the round, Team MMK still has so much money in the bank, and that information making key difference for your decisions in the first place. Vandals though now in hand for everyone here. Viminal, you gotta buy armor, mate. Armor, no armor. Oh no. Viminal, what are we doing here? I think Viminal wants to low-key make a TikTok, guys, because this guy is basically playing with spikes here. It's like you decide to go on a bed of needles and literally step on it instead of slowly lying down. That's pretty much what's going on right now. So he has to go for the early wall as well, very fearful of what is truly to come. At this point in time, it is the Real Prodigy. You're looking to rotate yet again. Slow push here for Team MMK though. Looking for potential pick, looking for the potential punish. Especially on Haven. But the defenders lose one. That is just the floodgates really being open, to say the least. And the Recon Bolt gonna get thrown on over. The Cypher looking to get in position. Noctile in the meantime. Hacking on the side of Long. And he has the operator to boot. But Billy, with the first kill, he pushes forward to the sites. That is gonna be an opening already made in the first place. 4v5 right now. The Breach just going for as much collat as possible. And we'll see if Juckful can actually get the peek in time. Goes for the spray. Gets rid of dodges. Gets rid of Foods as well. Good know-how there from the Raze. Now it's time to go to try and get through to the other side. But it's really getting a frag on the board. Here comes the opportunity from the Real Prodigy though. Hanging on back. And surprise, surprise, it might be Noctile getting the snipe on again. He still has the operator though. And he will try to go for the shot. Does get the Real Prodigy. Billy even cleaning up Juckful down below. And a 4K there for the Breach. Good redemption arc right there, right then. 7-5 our scoreline. And let's just quickly reset all we got here and now. So is Team Global TikTokers gonna be with 5 points, Team MMK with 7 instead. And now as we manually keep the score in check, we'll see if Team MMK can actually run away with it on the defensive side. A lot more discipline gonna be needed, and I wouldn't be surprised if Foods is just gonna be holding the line so much on C. No Sova means that there is less business of knowing where the opponent is. And honestly, this kind of hurts the defense right now because Foods will have to stay on that C till it is too late in the first place. A really close match so far. Impressive 6k there though from the real Prodigy. Absolutely clutch to really bring up the front there. And he is on the board with 14 kills. Billy in the meantime with 16 on the other side. But you know what kind of hurts Team MMK is, well, Billy is so exceptional on the frags. He's been making these very, very questionable decisions and questionable plays in their matches. It kind of hurts them in the long run if your top fragger, who has all the potential in the world, isn't able to really capitalize on those opportunities. But hey, Real Prodigy right now will get one. Noctile will be the first to fall, but Billy in the meantime with trade. Goodbye to the Sova. And now it is still the floodgates being opened. Onto the A side we go. Good rotation though from the defense already. Fascinate. Then we hanging on back. Dodge this alongside the breach of Billy. Going for those trades. And it's another 1-for-1. Eventually though, someone needs to take the lead. And will it be the defense there? No, Viminal instead goes for the peak. Has the better gun with the Ghost. And he's going to get in position right now to go for the spike plant. Defense, my name is the offense. And Blooming going to be holding on to the corner. Jakpo though. It's basically a bait there, and a switch. We'll get the trade on. Good reaction time. Foods right now with the frag, and from above, he just knows so much about this A site. Team MMK looking to get a little more, and now they are going to get to take the lead in the first round on the second half. Team MMK looking really solid there. And well played truly with the rotate back. As we said so, Foods will have to take a little longer to go for the rotate, but it seems like he really is the star of the show. When he comes back, he is there in full force. Anyway though, again for Team MMK. 1-1-1, 1-1. 2 on A, 1 on B. 1 on to the double door side as Billy just destroys Blooming immediately. A quick frag there.
Right here.
For now though, we'll see if Dodges can really hold the line with the wall. Goes for the diagonal. And this will just slow things down to say the least. Taking no time to be artistic. He just wants to set things up and look for the peak or two. But the angle just isn't there. You gotta put it a little further on to get the hole in the first place. And honestly, that's the newest part of the Sage kit. You know how to set up the wall in a way that you are just basically able to go for the shot in the first place. But hey, Jakpo cleaning up Billy. Ambitious play there from the breach. Gets into position again. For the time being though, Jakpo right now hopping on around. And Noctile. He is just getting the frags here onto A along. He is just looking for a bait and switch again. Seems like he is just on fire right now with this Marshall. Looking for another target, sees the raise, will not be unable to get that kill though. For the time being, Dodge is now going to be dueling out the A short, and the Snowlord bouncing onto the corpse, onto the carcass of himself, because Viminal just headbutts it back to dodge this. Now Noctile though with quick scope on it and reload into the shot. Is it going to be the one-man band here for Viminal? Can he actually survive against Noctile? Who will take it at the NPC fight? It is going to be 4 kills here for Noc. And he is the defense, relying on the sniper to get those frags. A-side defended yet again by Team MMK. And this has to be back to the drawing board for Global TikTokers. Nine to 5 our scoreline, and we are going as far as we can here now, ladies and gents. Last match of the night. Winner here determining
Time to take this hill.
who is going to be that second seed for our brackets. This is the closed beta. Closeouts. And hey, you know, it's been a great time to say the least on the stream on Tourney. We still have a great match set for tomorrow in the CBC. We'll see if the closed beta closeouts is gonna be a big success, especially on tomorrow's bracket. 10,000 pesos on the line for these teams. And Billy right now rotating and going to the window into this instance. In the meantime though, Lorenzo in the middle Here comes Juckful trying to go for the push. An ambitious effort there for the global TikTokers. They want to move on through to the other side, but they are stifled immediately by the Cypher Cage and the shots waiting on the other side. So back to the drawing board. Double door might be the name of the game. Daks is looking around again, and in the meantime, camera play is into work. But surprise, surprise, Billy with the backstab perhaps? Yes, that's the shot of the real Prodigy. Looks for a second, but doesn't get onto Bimbalo. Can Bimbalo actually go for the heals? Will get shut down instead by Foods. An execution. My name is the Cypher. Time to go on out and look for the flank. Gets it onto Juck. Full 4 kills on the board. Foods is just making me hungry for those kills. And 10-5 right now. MMK is running away with it on this defense. Well lead for Team MMK. All of these rounds on the D going in their favor. And that was the third round there, ladies and gents. So it really was a chance for the global TikTokers to actually get things done. But no, it just doesn't happen again.
Yes, this is a nice spot.
And now this is going to put a little bit of a hurt on the economy of the offense. Real Prodigy unable to get that operator. He's going to decide that I can kind of make do with the Marshall instead. We'll see though how this is going to pan out. As Ruffle going to be moving over to the left-hand side. Crossfire though going to be the play. Real Prodigy right now looking on the ground. Marshall shot though looking to try and get the connection. And besides that, it's Dodge is backing out with a bigger gun. Anyway though, it is just Dodge is looking on the ground still. For the time being, Billy is looking to ask for some heals. Just stares at the guy. I need heals now. That is just enough for the B side to be reinforced yet again for the breach to get back in position. Besides all of this, it's Real Prodigy confident with his hands. That's the aim there, connecting onto Billy. Beautiful shot from the Sova. For the time being though, it's still Fascinate pushing on forward. Here comes more and more of the attackers though, as it's a concave onto B. Blooming right now on this Phoenix again.
Careful now.
Hot hands now thrown on over. And by this point in time, it's Fascinate. Staying on to the B backside. Vicious push though from this Phoenix. In. Noctal, stop blooming in his tracks. Fascinate already going down. The curveball's bouncing onto the corner. Noctal has to be very careful with all of those shots. In the meantime, we're going to push though. Viminal framing the fire. And we'll get on through to the other side instead. Phoenix right now of Noctal gonna go for his ultimate. Here comes the showstopper though from Juckfo. Trying to take the angle. Looks on the round. Action all fronts. It's just gonna be absolute brawls on both sides. And can Dodge this actually get the shot on in the first place? Seems like the showstopper not getting too much value. And Dodge this. Saying, I'm not gonna go in there. Oh, he's lagging, he's smacking into the wall. And Team MMK cannot afford to lose their sniper at this moment. Foods right now, though. Looking to play it clutch. This is a Cypher. Hanging on back. He knows the raise is there. Heard the boombot bouncing on the round. And it should be a gimme here for global TikTokers. There you go, Lorenzo even catching out Dodges, roaming around aimlessly. And now our scoreline gonna be 6-10. Still in favor of Team MMK. But all I gotta say is opportunities here and now as Foods, another kill blooming right now with the trade over. Before the bomb explodes, they clean up the other side. But hey, it's at least another point here for global TikTokers. They needed this one to get back momentum. And even with Dodge just lagging like this, you know, MMK still has to figure things out. Some big plays here and there for Team MMK, as well as global TikTokers. Something to note has been the hot hands of basically Foods, Noctile, as well as Billy. Especially the first two I said. Foods and Noctile, very, very streaky. Some of their kills are just basically from rounds itself. And hey, Noctile right now looking for the angle, but this time we'll get shut down by blooming. The high ground, Anakin, so important, of course. And just the angle there, a little awkward to say the least. Good efficient effort from Noctile, and Billy right now not paying attention on the right side. Now with the two first fraggers here on the side of defense falling down, big opportunity for global TikTok to just get on through. Dodges though will go down to Real Prodigy. Foods with the counter kill, blooming in the meantime with the headshot to connect. And that is 4 on the site. Fascinate hiding by the box, and they actually get things done. The Brimstone is Beret peeking on out, pushing on forward. At least he's able to avoid the ultimate there. Lurking on the round. Can he actually clutch out against 4? Using the smoke potentially for cover. Can happen. Shot now singing on the way. Can anyone catch Fascinate? Where is Mr. Waldo? Where is Mr. Brimstone? That's a real question. And no, apparently no one has the answer right here, right now. It seems like Juckfo has the angle, and global TikTokers not playing to their name. preventing Vimelo from making his own TikTok, as Noctowl might be the one who, if the momentum keeps shifting in his favor, to be forced to go for the song and dance instead. Fascinate though, saving his gun. He knows the next round is going to be a little bloody for his team. And might as well, right? Might as well have at least a little bit of that gun power and a little bit of that stoppage. Protect the team as much as possible. Anyway, though, we are getting buys here and now from the attacking side. Very interestingly done in the first place, because they took that round in a pretty efficient fashion. In the meantime, though, the defense itself will be running 3 Vandals, a Marshal, and Dodge is apparently the supplier here. So now you can really make sure and understand that Dodge is just lagging like crazy. He knows that he cannot shoot, so he's basically a money sink for everyone else to get some guns along the way. The real question is though, can Team MMK play this effective 4v5? For Dodge, he can hide, he can get the resurrection, go for those orbs honestly, and look to enable his team. That's the best thing he can do. I wouldn't be surprised if he just runs on in and decides to go for it, but Noctowl apparently the first to fall already onto the B side. Opening made here by the global TikTokers, and we do see the Phoenix up blooming. Taking point right here, right now. Moving over, goes for the curveball, expecting someone to come in there from the B back side. Food's in the meantime inside the smoke. And here comes a little bit of the brawl right here, right now. Food's gonna get on the board. Trag's gonna be coming their way. Blooming in the meantime with the trade right there, right there. And just TTK ends this game. Absolutely ridiculous. But Dodge this right now. Going for the slow. It's Billy from the other side. And there you go with Fascinate. Finally getting on the board. Real prodigy. Even cleaning up Billy there. 1 versus 1. Operator versus the rifle. Can Fascinate actually come on through? Too ambitious there from the Sova. Fascinate goes inside the smoke. Gets rid of the pest there. And 7-11 our scoreline. Team MMK relying on the back of Dodge this. And it is working out for them. Bubbling there to Team MK effectively 4v5 in that scenario, still holding the line. And just so many frags happening at any time, it's just so ridiculous. The kill potential there from Team MK. You can't be on anyone and anyone get the kill. Unfortunately, the order we just didn't get. But hey, for global TikTokers right now, they just need to understand that they have to be a little more potent than their peers. They kind of can't afford dodges right now. He's playing the singer, so he's just going to be trying his best to go for the spray as much as possible. Everyone else having guns, especially Billy. He has that operator right now. And A-Long gonna be potentially the plays that he can get some frags here and there. Blooming though, gonna be meeting the wall, says no thank you, not gonna be dealing with that. Double door potentially the target here. Billy though without the angle. And no one peeking whatsoever. Double door, long. Both sides having potential duel. C-side as well, maybe, as Jeffo on that Vandal right now. It is quite a slow push here for Team Global TikTokers. They're trying to find out if they can actually get the angle in the first place for the project right now, looking on to the left. And as soon as the double dart transition happens, that is just the Phoenix leaving on the way. For now though, it's still Billy all the way onto A side. Neither side giving a foot, giving an inch whatsoever. Marking go into play, Rolling Thunder right now. A little off the mark though for Billy. He was anticipating the push onto B, but apparently it's everyone running into him instead. Holding the line, keeping the angle, pixel perfect is the way to go. For now, we'll see if Billy can get things done along the way. And a little bit of a peek up there. Does it get it? This time though, we'll get Chuckful, but Blooming with the push in position. Orbital strike right there, right then. Just getting the zone on, courtesy of Lorenzo. Will allow the attacker side to get the spike plant with some good time. At the very least, they use the resurrection and they are able to set on up for another bat. For Dodges though, he's on the high ground, he's playing that stinger and will meet the wall instead. In the meantime, Fascinate hanging on back, has the stim drone set up, but it's not going to work out with the molly into play, preventing him from going to push. Overall though, this looks like Global TikTokers should be able to take this round unless the biggest clutch play here from Fascinate as Foods do happen in the first place. Shots not keeping on coming. Fascinate will be able to take care of one. Real Prodigy though with the counter kill. Here comes the push for 3 dodges as well as Fascinate. But Blooming and Lorenzo executing on the spots. And Global TikTokers trying to go for the comeback. 8-11 now our scoreline. As we said before, Civil War into this game. And these guys just being like, hey, let's do this. We're gonna wait out for the other match to end. we will be looking to enjoy just a little more on stream and show everyone who is the better member on Sudan NBC Squadron. But hey, on the defense right now, it still will be the side of MMK. Econ round, though, Shorty squad is abound. And we'll see if Foods can actually get some value with the shotgun here. Eek, here from Real Prodigy, spots out one on C short, but this might be a bait and switch. They're looking to try and put people in harm's way to Foods, but it's just not happening. The lure isn't working. No one is biting whatsoever. By this point in time, it is still going to be the southeast corner getting covered by the shotgunneer. Fascinating in the meantime, Spectre is in hand. Confident with his money back to be able to get the buy later on. For the time being though, Foods so close to someone. That's Jakpo catching him out instead. Goes for the spray. Orbital Strike though into play. And now it's time to see the laser beam just unfold in front of us. Can Biminal survive in this instance? Yes, he does. Real Prodigy though, as well as knocked out on the board. There we go with the shot connecting already. Can Real Prodigy get even more? Jakpo right now gonna get on the board one more time. And in behind all of this, it's just Billy lurking onto the double doors. He has a Spectre. He can actually go for those frags. But in a 1v4 slate, so difficult. Window now protected. Blooming. There's absolutely a flower there. Shows up at the right time. It's a spring out from that player. And he gets a shot on 9-11 our scoreline right now. Global TikTokers really going for the comeback approach. And how many rounds have they taken in a row actually? It's 2-1-2. So they are taking rounds in bursts of 2, and mathematically that should work for them in a way. But if they do give up one more round, they are going to be basically in a match point situation. So honestly, for global TikTokers, all they need to do now is basically win everything. Tough task, that's for sure. But they need to keep the momentum up in their favor. Especially having that time pass is really important. If they do lose a round, they need to make sure that they can contest that match point. So important to actually do that in the first place and to just be basically in a spot where you can fight against your opponent. Speaking of the fight though, it's Billy right now going for the push. Real Prodigy, beautiful shutdown immediately. A flick of the wrist. Gets the scope in. A quick scope there to get that takedown. Now for the time being though, it is going to be looking to just seize a means to actually go for the push. Double door right now being sieged by Blooming. In the meantime, already transition onto C-side. A quick movement here from the global TikTokers, really trying to play a different kind of game. And kudos to them. They are looking to set up onto C. Fascinate playing it slow and steady. Blooming in the meantime, lurking for the lurkers. And who can get who? That's going to be the real question here. Angle's not being taken by the defense. On long, on Cubby. We got one on short. We got one all the way up on top to get rid of that CT antics. And Fascinate now will get a little bit of that reinforcement. But how will Blooming actually respond into this one? Push coming to a shove. The Cypher looking around. And apparently Dodge is catching out Blooming. Not paying attention there. 4v4 right now. Where is the defense going here? Noctile going all the way. And interesting enough, the defense is not going to bother. So they are going to play the save. They will not contest this whatsoever. At the very least, they understand that they do have rounds to give, and this is going to be another round that they are going to be tossing over in favor of the attacking side. The Noctile looking for an exit frag, will not be able to get it. Good hold there by the attack of global TikTokers, and now they're inching closer and closer to bring us to a match point decider. Anyway though, it is going to be Lorenzo right now. We can set up with this stim drone. A little bit of that speed in the insta-peak. Gonna be so surprising if anyone actually decides to hop on that and look to play the aggressor. For Team MMK, they do have many members like that, especially Billy. But right now, in terms of position, they are going to be holding the line and playing it as safe as it can be. Anyway though, set up right now, 2 by double door. And don't forget guys, tomorrow we still have our playoff matches. Basically, our single elimination going to be happening. It's all about seeding right now. This is all about the group stage. And Viminal going to be hanging on back, anticipating an A push from the defense. It seems like really it is global TikTokers very familiar with the playstyle of their opponents. Shots not keeping on coming though. Double door going to be always having those bullets pelleted onto it. And Lorenzo and Fascinate is trying to decide who can actually get the smite onto who. A push though in flavor and in favor of the global TikTokers. They do want to push forward onto long, They have a lot of range in their advantage, so they are very, very confident with this endeavor. But on the other side, Noctile and Billy, two heavy fraggers on their side, in position right now. And Billy is just waiting for the call from Noct. Looking to see if this is going to be time to go for the peak. And there it goes. Lorenzo will go down, but Real Prodigy with a trade on back. Noctile though, popping that run it back. And will be lifted by the wall instead. That has to hurt because he's just going to be up on top of that one. Using his bullets, getting slowed immediately. And that is a run back that doesn't get any speed whatsoever. All about the stall there, and then well played by Vinimano to really put a stop to the push from the duelist. And the shock dart even hurting things again. 36 HP and the Triumph. Can Noctile survive? That's not his own fire. He stays alive with 2 HP there. And here comes the push already. Dodges looking on the round. Goes down to hell. Here comes Juffo though with the showstopper. And we are now all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 11 to 11. What a comeback here from the global TikTokers. And Team MMK falling flat on their face right here, right now. How will this unfold though? That's gonna be the real question here. Who will take the victory? Noctile whipping out the operator. It's finally time to see some snipers on defense yet again. It's been a sabbatical right there, but hey, if Noctile can do it, then he will try his darndest to get this Team MMK to get that victory. On the other hand, Double Doors now can have double those players. Really looking to play ambitious and looking to really change things up in terms of this game pace. He has the judge right now, holding onto the shotgun. Spike though with the Sova. I'll see if Real Prodigy can actually get the shot or two. Yes, he does. Noctile trying to go for the peak. Will go down to the hand of the reconnaissance. In the meantime, Blooming going for some shots, and Billy wants to go for the execute already. Trying to go for a push. Wants to go for the flash. Trying to get on the outside. Long range shotgun won't get too much value there. And that is going to force the breach to back onto the inside. Now, since they know Billy is on double door, I would be surprised if the attack decides to move over to A instead. A lot of potential to move into that area code because of that entry frag to begin with. And the only one holding in line there has to be Foods on that cipher. That's just a resurrecting Noctile actually. So the defense gonna be back in full numbers. 5v5 right now. Does Vimal have his own res? Doesn't happen. Can't go for the orb, sure, but it might be way too dangerous to say the least. Here comes the push though. Cypher Gauge gonna be into play. In the meantime, Foods looking on the round. And here comes the recon. Here comes the tripwire. Gives the intel. 1-for-1 trade so far. The rest of the quite low. Fascinate fragging out with the Vandal. And so far so good here from the Brimstone. Combat Sim working out in their favor. Here comes the Real Prodigy though. Getting a trade on back. Noctile right now with the takedown. Juckfo doesn't look up in time. And Team MMK clutching it out at the tail end. 1 point away from victory. But at the very least though, they are going to be forced in a sudden death situation if they do lose it out. Not the worst way to go for Team MMK. They are looking to basically finish this up and get the victory. But unfortunately, for the global TikTokers, they are putting in such a big fight against the opposition again and again. Anyway though, Lorenzo right now gonna go for that sim joint, and people are asking who Blooming is. He's serious as from the roster is given to me. He's serious in terms of his old IGN, if I remember correctly. Probably just because he's on NA's different accounts, and his name is Sirius. I haven't really heard much of this guy, but I have heard of the name before. So yeah, you know, it's really impressive. Again, Apex background for many of these players, especially on the global TikToker side. For the time being though, Real Prodigy, still operator in hand, and who's up on top? Dodge this. Op versus op. Sniper versus sniper. The duel we've been looking for. The Blooming didn't get that kill. On to Fascinate already. Goodbye to the Brimstone. Hello to the opening. And how will the rotate unfold? We have Juffo looking to push on over. In the meantime, Real Prodigy a little too ambitious there. Blooming, Noctile, trades abound. Defense right now with 3, the offense right now with 3. Not the worst way to go about things. Almost right now though, thrown on over. Dodge just has to hop on away. Criminal using the time to resurrect the Real Prodigy. And while it's now an opportunity here for the attack to get things done. Noctile will go down in one fell swoop. Beautiful headshot there from the Rays. Meantime though, Spike now planted. Dodge as well as Foods looking to push on through, and apparently Viminal will die to the hand of his counterpart. Hunter's Fury though will get the tag. Good prediction, gets rid of Dodge this. Looking for another one, doesn't get the Cypher though. And Foods, the only last hope here for Team MMK. Needs to take that trade to prevent the sudden death from happening. But the real question is, will it actually be the occurrence here? Operator right now in hand. Boots wants to go for the shot. Will get met by Real Prodigy instead. And we are again at the 12-12 scoreline. Sudden death into play. Who will take this? Global TikTokers, our team MMK. 5,000 money up the ante right there, right then. It is just gonna be all about similar loadouts and similar ult progress. Can Team MMK hold the line after a very, very strong start on this defense? Or can the Global TikTokers just run away with it with instant momentum out of nowhere on the offensive side? Whoever takes this gonna get that second slot. Whoever loses gonna be on the bottom half of the bracket. Let's see how this is gonna pan out though. We go again for one last time. Last round and day number 1 of the closed beta closeouts. And we'll see who will be able to take this victory. Push right now from Noctile as well as Fascinate. If Team MMK can go for the push, they will do so. And right now the aggression is there. Viminal though fragging out 2 for 2 trades so far. In the meantime, Blooming looking on the round. It's Fascinate in the middle of everything though. Will retreat. And this is good for the defense. That's the real question. There's 3 sides to hop on over. And speaking of the hop, Real Prodigy bunny hopping his way just to die. Foods lurking onto double door. Will get that takedown. Oh no, that's such a waste of his life. That was so good there already from Real Prodigy overall to the game. But now it just blows up in his face. Food still holding the corner. Can Blooming or Jukfo actually get anything done? Curveball gonna be into play right here, right now. Looking for the peak, doesn't see the Cypher. And where well, there we go to the plays. And that's gonna be Foods lurking in time. He will almost get the kill on the Jukfo. Can Jukfo actually get things done in the first place? There we go with the Boombot though, 1 versus 2. Who cares about the spike when you can go for the brawl instead? Looks for the peak, looks for the pain shells, will take some damage there from his own ability. Not looking at the right side, and Fascinate will get that kill at the last moment. Ambitious push there from the Rays, blowing up in his face. And Team MMK is your second slotted seed for tomorrow's bracket. Well played to all our players, and I guess we have our winner. Team MMK wins, so that is Viminal having to do a TikTok, if I am correct with that. I'm not too sure myself, but Real Prodigy again, all the way up on top. He has been the hard carry for his team so often. Billy as well, up there, alongside Foods, you know, those two so reliable. GG, well played. 13-12 again. Another close game here on the stream. It seems like we said, these teams quite evenly matched. Here we go though with those rounds. Where is, look at that fast, they just destroying everyone on his side with the Molotov. But where is that round where we saw the Real Prodigy just decide to play the operator and get all those kills? 6 kills. 6 kills there. Impressive, truly. Could have gone either way in so many angles and so many ways. And it was so close. But in the end, Team MMK with the clutch, getting those frags at the last moment. And that is going to be GG, well played there and then, ladies and gents. So congratulations to Team MMK. They are going to be our second slotted seed. And I'll just do some quick computations real quick. But from what I know, I think it is going to be the team of EXC as our 4th slot. Am I correct at that? Let me just quickly get into this. We are just updating our scores right now, so we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. That was that was a very interesting time. We'll be having some closing remarks in just a bit. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have gotten some news for you. Now, all I gotta say is this is an amazing occurrence. This is an amazing occurrence because after computations, these are our standings. First lead goes to the team of Team Memes, and second seed will basically be Team MMK. So, with the problem here is Team EXE and Team Global TikTokers are going to be tied in map differential. Looking at the scores, it's really cut clear that Team Memes does have the lead. And right now, as Team MMK is behind of course, but with a 2-1. The problem here is we got TikTokers and EXE all tied up in map differential. It's ridiculous. They both 13-12 in the head-to-head. And honestly, all I gotta say is I'm just gonna be trying to make this as fair as possible. This is an interesting conundrum. I'll look into a rule book real quick of a big tournament, and yeah, I'll just quickly inform everyone's going on, and into our chat to just make sure everything is understood. So again, I'll be right back. Admin stuff. Okay, guys, after quick consultation there, and I have made the decision. So, in a few rules books here, there in round robin. Well, there are two ways to go about this. You can go for a tiebreaker again, but no, we have a lot of stats here on the game itself, and I do want to use those stats accordingly. And there is a way to just handle things, and our third slot is gonna go to the global TikToker. So, if you guys are asking how the tiebreaker works, match score is the first determinant, and that puts basically MMK as well as Team Memers in the lead. In the meantime, looking at all of that, since the side of Memers had the better score line in terms of the matches, we computed it based on the matches given, the rounds given to the other side. In all of the matches, it was a lower number there for the Memers, which put them on the first seed. And then, with the most amazing occurrence that Team EXE as well as the global TikTokers had a draw, we used their head-to-head instead. Since they play each other anyway, since they have played each other on the tournament, we have a fair indicator to see who would actually win out in a game potentially between them in a best-of-1 series. And that is that there. Global TikTokers taking that win against EXE actually is giving them a little bit of a sigh of relief. And they will be their third slot. So our brackets are gonna be confirmed to be Memers versus EXE tomorrow, and then MMK versus the global TikTokers. So a rematch of basically the third set of matches down below, guys. That is gonna be our initial brackets for tomorrow. It's really interesting, you know, the group stage format bringing us so many things, and that is just absolutely amazing. We ended it with a deliberation. We are just gonna be talking about that schedule tomorrow. So like we said, guys, tomorrow, look at those two last matches there. Those are gonna be our matchups for tomorrow. Team Memers versus EXE, and Team MMK versus Global TikTokers. EXE has a lot of homework to do against Team Memers. In the meantime, for MMK and TikTokers, again, it could have gone either way. And it will be potentially another close bout. Is it double or nothing time for the TikTok bet? That's gonna be the real question. But tomorrow is gonna be a sunshiny day. It's gonna be a great evening of Valorant action. The last time in the closed beta circuit. And hey, it really is the CBC, the closed beta closeout. So hopefully you can tune on in tomorrow for our series, for our brackets. We are going to be releasing, of course, on the socials, the schedule, the standings, so you guys can understand the schedule for tomorrow. And hey, we are not done yet with Valorant. One last day before we take a break for a week till SEA servers come out, and then that is when we really are going to be pushing things. It has been an absolute pleasure to give you guys this first day, this group stage, an experimental yet successful endeavor, getting all these teams to play one another, to understand how to play one another, and it is now will be a great indicator for the games to come for tomorrow. Who will be crowned our closed beta closeout champion, our first and only closed beta champion? Will it be Team Memers at the head, MMK a close second, actually winning out in their matchup against them? Can it be the comeback story here for the Global TikTokers actually getting those win instead? Or will it be EXE, we love the journey alongside them, get back their momentum and get back their groove? It'll be an interesting time, an interesting tiding for tomorrow, but that is going to be a story for another day. Thank you guys for tuning on in, thank you guys for coming, and this has been the close beta closeout. This is day number 1 signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 5 p.m. GMT plus 8. Mark your calendars, we got some great Valorant action again from these 4 teams. I'll see you guys later. Good night.